At the 25.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Watch the slant.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Missouri line good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, It's Sanders, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Sanders, the Eagle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sanders again.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
9 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He tried to keep it himself but can't stretch his way in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Going to take a shot for Gallup. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, 950.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Eagle 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
15-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Logan Ryan.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, this from 37.
37-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The tackle made
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
29-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
It's now fourth down.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Hurts got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the 15-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 15 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
Prescott.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go now. Safety lion.
On first down, Sanders. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the
2nd and 11 now. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The kick is good.
Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
48-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
To Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's got the... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Big stop, D.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that's Elliott, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kareem Martin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Right here, right here.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott on first down. He completes it to Wilson. 5 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Cedric Wilson.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that takes us from second to third down. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott yet again. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
I'm coming after you. Hey,
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles.
They'll run with Sanders, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 52, Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Sidney Jones.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep Hurts, fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Today's final score, Eagles 52,